Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl, and this is Your Journey Yoga. We are going to have a wonderful, just great stretch to help get the day started. Kind of intent is a morning stretch, so if it's not morning for you, it's okay. You can still do it. So a relatively quick, just whole body, great energy to help get your day started on the right foot. So we are going to start in a kneeling position. So if kneeling is not a fantastic place for you today, you are welcome to be in a seated position. Catch up with your breath, really checking in. Otherwise, we are going to tuck those toes and we're going to sit back onto those heels. Now this will get you good morning. So just a really nice stretch through the toes, through the quadriceps, the arches of the feet. Now I'm going to turn face front just so that we can see each other. And so as much weight back on the heels as is comfortable for you. So if you're up a little bit more, that's okay. Sitting back if you like. We're going to inhale and reach to the sky. Exhale, open those arms to a nice wide V as you lift your gaze to the sky. Inhale it up nice and tall. Turn your palms towards me and spread your fingers wide. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, pull those elbows back to a cactus arm. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale and pull it back. So we're activating through the arms. We're getting in touch with the breath. We're getting out of those feet. So hopefully distracting you a little bit from the toes and the arches of the feet. 2 more times. Pull it back. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, pull it back. Reach it up. And lower those arms down to shoulder height. Now we're going to make fists with our hands. Thumbs are going to be to the outside of your fingers, and we're going to make circles with the wrists. Now you're going to notice that the arms twist a little bit too. That's absolutely fine. Just rolling, and now you're going to reverse that roll. That's going to feel kind of weird. Good. So waking up those shoulders, just stretching the wrists. Now gently release those arms. This is going to feel really good. Release those toes. And we're going to come to tabletop. Wiggle those toes, guys. Oh, man, that can be an intense stretch. So any of you guys who have tendency to get cramps in your feet and stuff, great pose for you to help mitigate that, keep it from happening, but sometimes it can actually make it happen for you. So just as often as you can, doing that toe stretch. In tabletop, hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. We take a big breath into cow pose, tummy towards the floor, gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale and hollow the tummy and chest, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, and inhale it back to cow. Transitioning between these two poses just at your pace. Big full deep breaths. Just getting the body moving, connecting the movements with your breath. Letting go of the rest of the world, present right here, with the intention of just creating the best version of yourself for today. Making the best decisions that you can make today for you. And coming back to that neutral spine. Let's just gently sway those hips side to side. So just wagging your tail. Nice and easy back and forth, keeping that core nice and strong, engaged. Coming back to center. And we're going to walk those hands out towards the top corner of your mat. So out a little bit wider and a little bit further than your tabletop. And we're just going to slowly begin to extend those arms, sitting your sit bones back, gently bringing your forehead towards the mat. Breathe. Feeling that length from the fingertips up to the sit bones. Feeling that nice stretch all through the side body. Slow, deep breaths. Now inhale, we're going to rise and we're going to walk those hands so that they're shoulder width apart. We're going to slowly begin to come forward, placing the forearms to the mat and then shifting your weight forward to release your hips down to Sphinx pose. Nice big deep breaths, rolling those shoulders back. Core is strong, knees down, and gently press yourself back to child's pose. Nice big deep breaths here. Inhale, lift just enough to reach that left hand underneath that right arm. Walk your fingertips out and release the weight of your upper body down. We're going to rotate that left palm towards the sky, and we're going to rotate and extend right arm to the sky, reaching up as high as you can reach, kind of pressing against that left shoulder to help open up that body. Slowly releasing that right hand down, lifting just enough to release that left arm, extend it out in front, back to child's pose. Inhale, lift just enough to reach that right hand underneath that left arm, walking your fingertips out to the point where you can release the weight of the upper body down onto that right shoulder, rotating that right palm towards the sky, slowly lifting that left arm to the sky. Now you might notice you need to make a few adjustments. Anytime you need to adjust, it's absolutely fine. Finding that space where your breath can flow, where you can let go of tension and tightness. And slowly releasing that left hand down, we lift just enough to release that arm, extending both arms out in front, back to child's pose. Arms extended out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. We're going to inhale and we're going to walk those hands back just a bit, still a little bit forward than you would in your tabletop position. So those wrists are slightly in front of those shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift your knees just an inch or so off the mat. Pressing through the toes. Now you should notice that it actually feels a little bit better, not quite so intense as when we started and we were sitting back on those heels. Core is strong. We're going to take a big breath in, and as you exhale, shift your weight forward to plank. So as we extend those legs just into a nice, strong, solid plank, and then bring it back to that hovering tabletop. Exhale and extend, warming up through those shoulders, strong through that belly. Inhale it back to that hovering tabletop. One more time, press it forward, and take it back. Now this time take a big breath in, and as you exhale, extend those legs back to down dog, and inhale it back to that hovering tabletop. Exhale it back to down dog, and inhale it back to that hovering tabletop. We're going to do that one more time, and exhale it back to down dog. Feet are hip width apart. We're going to hold here. Core strong. Shift your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Circle the arms overhead. We come up into a lunge. So this can be a higher lunge or a low lunge. Listen to your body. And whatever is right for you, it's right for you today. Find your breath. Soften through those shoulders. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, rotate to the right. Open those arms out to a T. Inhale it back to center. One more time, open. Pull the hands to heart center, left elbow to the right knee. Press against that knee and work to bring your hands towards heart center. Nice stretch to that right hip. Flexibility in that spine. Strength in those legs. Once again, we turn back to face front. Extend those arms overhead. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Add a flex of that right foot and a bend of that right knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom. Breathe. As you exhale, slowly transitioning the weight forward slightly, placing that right foot between the hands, back heel to the mat, stand tall to warrior one. Squaring your hips to the front, shoulders soft and away from the ears. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit, and then exhale, sink. Bring the palms to touch, interlace the fingers, all but the index finger and thumb. Reach to the sky and exhale, arch it back. A little or a lot. Mindful of those hips, pressing that back heel into the mat. Inhale it up nice and tall. Exhale and open to warrior two. Hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And then exhale, sink. We're going to wiggle that right knee kind of in and out just a little bit through that hip joint. Nothing major, guys. Just a little wiggle, left and right, and then coming back to center. Straightening your front leg, opening hips, chest, and shoulders to the side. Reach it out over those right toes as far as you can reach. When you can't reach anymore, right arm down, left arm high. We look up. We reach out of that left shoulder up through the tips of your fingers. Find your breath. As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down, placing your hand along the inside of your right foot. Adjust your feet if you need to. Rotate your body and extend right arm to the sky. Reach it up, high as you can reach. And exhale, slowly releasing that right hand down. Soft bend in that right knee. We're going to come onto the ball of the back foot. Press and lift that left leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Hands right next to the foot. Add a flex of your foot. As you inhale, bend that right knee, lower down into a tight little squat. And then exhale, press that left leg to the sky. Again, inhale, lower down into a tight little squat. Exhale and extend, press it to the sky. One more time, inhale, sink it low. Exhale and press it high. Point your toes on that left foot. Breathe. Take your gaze forward out in front of those toes. And we're going to shift as much weight out of those hands as you are able, maybe coming up to the pads of the fingers. Now flex that foot and press through your heel, bringing one hand to your ankle, both if you like. Breathe, slow, steady breaths. And release your hands. Slowly lower that left foot behind the right, bringing those feet to cross, crossing at the ankles, and relax the weight of the upper body down. Feeling that nice stretch in that lower back. Let's slowly roll it up. Squeeze those inner thighs. Slow and steady all the way up. With a big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, left hand down, right arm high, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Stepping your left foot back and then the right to high plank, toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. Find your breath. Alternate bending knees, walk it out. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Shifting your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Low lunge or high lunge, we circle those arms overhead. Breathe, shoulders are soft. Find that breath again. You can be high or you can be low. Just big, deep breaths. Take a big breath in, reach, and as you exhale, rotate to the left. Open those arms out to a T. Inhale, reach to the sky, come back to face front. Exhale, open, rotate it open. Breathe. Bringing the hands to heart center, right elbow to the left knee, press against the knee and work to bring your hands towards heart center. Gazing up over that left elbow, we feel that really nice stretch in that left hip. Feeling all those little stabilizer muscles in your feet, your ankles, working hard to keep us balanced and steady. Breath flowing. We turn back to face front. Extend those arms overhead. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Find your breath. Add a flex of that left foot and a bend of that left knee. Long stretch down the back of that right leg. Core is strong, slowly beginning to transition that weight forward as you level out and bring that left foot behind or between your hands. Back heel to the mat, stand tall to warrior one. We square the hips, we're strong through the core, relax through those shoulders, pressing that back heel into the mat, and breathe. Bring the palms to touch. Interlace the fingers all but the index finger and thumb. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, arch it back. A little or a lot. Keeping those hips side by side. Strong through that core. Big deep breaths. Inhale it up nice and tall. Exhale and open to warrior two. Hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Gaze out over your front middle finger. Shoulders are soft. We're just going to waggle that knee. Waggle, we like that word. That's a wiggle and a wag. Just side to side through that hip joint. Nothing major, guys. We want to stay safe. And come back to center. Straightening your front leg. Arms open out to a T. Open hips, chest, and shoulders to the side. Reach it out over those left toes as far as you can reach. When you can't reach anymore, left arm down, right arm high. Reach out of that right shoulder as high as you can reach. Gaze is either to the sky, straight ahead, or down towards your left big toe. Slow, deep breaths. As you exhale, slowly releasing that right hand down, placing your hand along the inside of your foot. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky, reach it up as high as you can reach. Find that breath. Extend and lengthen. Triangle pose. As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down, one hand on either side of your foot. Soft bend in that left knee. Bring your hands forward just slightly. Shift your weight forward and press and lift that right leg to the sky. Find your breath. Needle pose. Add a flex of that left or that right foot. Breathe, bending. Drawing your heel in towards your bottom. Extending that leg. Now as you inhale, bend that left knee, lower down into a tight little squat. And then exhale, extend that leg, press through your heel. Inhale, lower down into that tight little squat, so we're getting some strength in that left leg. Working on that balance. Stability. One more time. Inhale, sink. Exhale and extend. Oh, let's do that one more time. Inhale, sink. And exhale, extend. Keep that leg long. Point your toes. Take your gaze forward out in front of those left toes. And we're going to shift our weight out of our hands as much as we possibly can. Maybe coming up to the pads of the fingers. Try flexing that right foot. See which one feels better to you, where you feel more stable. Maybe bringing one hand to your ankle. Challenging yourself, but being respectful, honoring where you are. Both hands to the ankle if you like. All those little stabilizing muscles working hard to keep us steady. Gently release your hands and release that right foot behind the left. So we're going to crisscross at the ankles and bring those feet just together as tightly as we can, relaxing the weight of the upper body down. You feel that stretch in that IT band and in those glutes and in that lower back. Now ever so slowly roll yourself up. Slow and steady. Big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, right hand down, left arm high, lean in and reach. Lateral flexion. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, lengthen and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Stepping that right foot back. And then the left to plank. Crocodile down, toes or knees. Press it through, up dog. and sit it back to child's pose. Find your breath. Just let yourself sink. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk your hands out to the left. Reach to your right fingertips and press your hips to the right. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, lift just slightly. Walk those hands back through center. And then over to the right. Reach to your left fingertips. Press your hips to the left. And relax the weight of your head. Inhale, lift, come back to center, to child's pose. And slowly walk your hands up. Let's come over onto one hip. Sweep the feet around. Sliding to the center of your mat. We're going to bring the left foot in front, the right foot kind of tucked underneath. So not crisscrossing those legs, but stacking those legs. And we're going to walk the hands forward. Releasing the weight of the upper body, you can extend those arms, lifting onto the pads of the fingers so those elbows stay off the mat. I just want you to feel that length through the side body, through those hips into that lower back, as you gently release the weight of the head towards the mat. We give ourselves an opportunity to really just relax and sink into this stretch. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. And we're going to switch sides. So now that right leg is going to come in front. Left leg is going to tuck behind. Again, not a crisscross, just a stacking front to back. And we're going to walk those hands forward. Now it might feel different having this leg in front than the other. And we're going to extend those arms out, staying up on the pads of the fingers. If it feels better to you, you can extend those arms all the way out, just relaxing the entire weight of your arm. I just really want you to feel that length all the way through the side body. And I want you to notice, does it feel different on this side for any reason? Ankles, knees, hips, lower back, shoulders, whatever it is. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. Coming to a seated position that feels right to you. So maybe it's the other leg, maybe it's a crisscross, maybe it's the legs out wide. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Rest your hands comfortably. If it's good for you, open your palms to the sky. Gently bring your index finger to touch your thumb. And we're just going to take a moment to acknowledge the work that we have put in today. And I want you to think of a word, any word that's going to set your intentions for the day. Don't overthink it, just kind of the first thing that comes to your mind. And we're going to let that word guide us today, helping us to make the best decisions for ourselves and for the ones we love, helping us to stay true and present right in this moment. We let our intentions guide us to not get caught up in whatever's going on in the world around us. We do our part to make this world a better place. And I thank you for joining me today and using this time hopefully to clear your mind, to move your body, get the blood flowing, to let go of tension, tightness, anxiety, whatever it is, all those negative energies that sneak in from time to time. May your mind be clear. May your heart be open. May you feel calm and healthy, mentally, physically, and emotionally. As we bring our practice to a close, sharing just a few words with you, you are welcome always to have these words guide you today, or just let them float on by. Make small commitments and keep them. Be a light, not a judge. Be a model, not a critic. Be part of the solution rather than the problem. Let's gently open the eyes, pull the hands to heart center. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you come back often. If you loved what we did today, hopefully you'll subscribe and help me grow my channel and reach more and more people. That's my goal, just to help make the lives of everybody I can a little bit richer, a little bit better, a little less stressful. So that's my goal. And thanks for joining me today. Until the next time, my friends, light and love to each and every one of you. Namaste.